you see anything? It's a bird or something. Or is it flying or walking? If it's flying, you can show me a course. If there's anything showing, it'll probably be bits of debris in the tide race. If there is anything. You're not looking at yourself. What's up?
Well, get yourself a cup.
Is that all right? I didn't dilute it.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I looked for the paper, but it hasn't come yet. I didn't pay the boy or the milkman. Oh, it was 3 days' milk.
Did they have to break the door down?
Yeah, forced the lock. Wasn't very strong.
It's like something you read about with old people. Newspapers on the doorstep, milk bottles.
I didn't mean to mention it.
Was there a crowd outside?
I don't know. Ambulance always draws a crowd.
Well, I saw the lock broke and I thought... Well, I actually thought burglars.
Not much here for them to take. Oh, no. No sugar. I've never taken it.
Oh,
No, look, we don't want any of that, do we? All that's over, isn't it? And behind us, isn't it? I promised, you promised.
Sugar, bloody sugar. I couldn't even remember that. I'm sorry.
I tell you what.
What?
I take it. From now on.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
Say no more.
You don't have to do anything. We can't really change ourselves. All we've got to do is just try and be nicer to each other.
Pals?
Yes.
That's what the social worker said. I had quite a long conversation with her. She said, what was it now? Marriage is like an examination. The candidate passes in some subjects, but not in others. Yes, Nancy liked that. She was marvellous, you know. She didn't come to the hospital, but she's going to stand by. I think she blames herself in a way. I'd love to know what she said to Billy John.
Hey. Morning, man. Lifeboat back? I heard maroons. Come on, Hutzik.
In and out of the water like fish, these local lads. Know the coast.
I was asked to approach you about a fishing weekend. Party of 4. It'll involve a boat, accommodation. The touring company had in mind a figure of £30 a head, and that includes the boat and hotel.
30's tricky. But you better come back with me. I like to get these things processed is a new word, I believe.
Ennal's Point Coast Guard, this is Ennal's Point Lifeboat.
We are returning to station. By ETA, about 20 minutes.
Have you identified the culprit yet? Over.
Ennal's Point Lifeboat, this is Ennal's Point Coast Guard. Negative. Sorry, Jack. Out.
Right. I want one or two of you out on the slip to help the winchman.
Right. Animal. They're not the kind to go down the house with a feather duster. But it wouldn't do any harm if this place looked less like Mother's Day off.
What's up with him then?
Well, you know what he's like when someone doesn't show up.
Ah, Billy John.
Yawning? It's not even rolling yet, Dutchman.
How are you feeling yourself then, Norris?
I'll tell you. I got this carbonuncle right up my... It's like a thing living on me, it is.
Try feeding it with these.
Carbonuncle!
Can't say he's got a weak stomach. He's throwing up further than everybody.
You see, what I've always said, and some people think me vain in saying it, is that I would like to leave this world better off than when I entered it. I've always liked that hymn, that my living shall not be in vain. Do you know the words?
No. It does come back to me.
There are people who don't like me, you know.
Oh, no, Auntie Nance.
They think I interfere.
Well, what are you to do with yourself, you know? Stuck up here on your own all day?
Yes, that's the trouble. Sitting here worrying my life away. And that day when you, after she'd go...
Well, we've put all that behind us now, Auntie Nance, very firmly.
What was it that doctor said to you?
Social worker.
Well, tell me again.
She said marriage is like an examination. The candidate passes in some subjects, but not in others.
Isn't it wonderful? Wonderful.
Says a good deal.
Wonderful. The past fights the future, I say. But no, the candidate passes in some subjects. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I don't think I'd have got into the exam room. And Sam wouldn't have been in the school. Well, look, it's only good news this morning. I agree with you. Now, Grails is too small and shabby to prosper. You've got to extend. And if you extend, you'll have to hire staff. And with staff, you two will have more of a chance of a life together. I'll come down tomorrow and see what state the place next door is in. And if it's as I think it is, we'll make an offer.
It's everything we've hoped for, Auntie Nance.
Tomorrow I'll deal with the people myself. I don't know them, but they'll know of me.
Thank you, Auntie Nance.
With stolen flares. Thought they'd have fireworks. Okay, Scotty. Come on with us.
Hey, where were you then?
Stand by with the safety chain. The chain crew. Short-handed.
We are. George!
Yes?
You want one of the boys to load you up with fuel?
No, it's all right. I can manage.
We'll get the drain cocks open and check.
He looks a bit rough.
The official handout is carbonuncle. Quote, pass right through me. The inside story is sensational. Our old friend.
Seasick. He's hardly a bubble on the water.
It happened.
Animal Morgan, seasick.
We notified all ships. Noxious substance.
Yes. You'll find Billy John waiting for you in the crew room. I told him to wait until everybody's gone. Well, he has let you down again. You can't go on now, can it?
Why? Come here.
Well, done the best I could, Skip, but,
I want you to give her a coat of paint. And take her out this weekend.
Take her out? I thought he was just going to sell her for scrap as she stood.
Just one trip for skate. You won't go empty-handed.
Can't this weekend.
5 spot in it for you.
Can't.
You can get that lifebelt painted for a start.
What should I call her?
I don't know. Gay lady. That'll do. You can spell that.
Will you take the boat out, Captain Williams?
Youngish, are they? The party?
Yes, it's part of a club outing. They're all novices.
They'll probably want somebody youngish then. Don't worry. I'll see they get a good man. Skate, I thought.
As long as they catch something.
Stick those hoses on for me, will you, please? That's right, both sides.
Come on, George.
Oh, hang on a minute, then. That's lovely, then. Thanks a lot, cheers.
On, it's the first race.
Oh, man. It's lost far too much money yesterday.
Hey, get it back. Hey, haven't you got a home to go to?
Yes, sir.
Tell Jack. See you.
All right, there's no need for an opera. I didn't show again. One more time, that's all.
No, it's not all, and it never has been. You know, I sometimes wonder if you realize what this is all about. There are people out there who think we are heroes, like something on kipper packets, yellow sou'westers and fish fingers where our brain should be. We don't think so, but we can't convince them otherwise. No, we know different. And in here amongst ourselves, we can't afford to get it wrong. And there's one thing we've got to be, it's reliable. And that's how I see the job. We've got to be where we say we're going to be in the right place at the right time. Okay, so somebody has a skinful. Some days you've got a mouth like the acrobat's jockstrap. Some days you're knackered. But when it's a shout, Billy, it's a shout. And you know how I feel about that. It's for real every time.
Search, wasn't it? False alarm kids again. It's getting so you can bet on it.
Let me tell you something. I put up with a lot of things here. I've been mother, father, keeper and trainer to Animal Morgan for 20 years, and people criticize me for it. Oh, you see, there's a coxswain on every street in this village, every street. But they all happen to be on holidays when the maroons go up. And when I started, all I got was, oh, he's not the man Tom Grail was, your father. I had my problems. I've still got them.
Not like I have. When my gran gets up in the morning, she doesn't get up. She launches herself. And my father and Sam, they didn't have skin. According to her, they had scales. I had a jersey when I was 8.
I know that. I've always known it.
Well, it's hard. It is.
That's why I took the trouble.
What trouble?
With you! Now, your life is your own business. But in 10 shouts, you've missed 4. I'm trying to run 2 crews, 1 and 2. So from now on, you start again. You're off the boat, Billy.
Off the boat?
Until you prove different. And that will mean busting a gut.
Jack, give us a break if you get any sex jobs going. You know, like secretaries setting the boss's yacht on fire, that sort of things.
Grail's Hotel proprietor speaking. Oh, hello, Waldo. We're closed, actually, for fishing party. My wife hasn't been too well. We haven't really started the season. Oh, people come and go, you know.
What is it?
Waldo Williams' fishing party.
How many?
No, I said a complete break.
Look, I'd rather be doing something, asking for how many and for how long.
Well, there is just a possibility. How many people? 4. Only 4.
Might be something to tell your aunt when she comes. How long?
What duration of time? 1 night.
No problem.
We don't appear to have anything penciled in, Waldo. Yes. Well, perhaps you could call in. A pleasure. We're just preparing for the decorators, but I don't suppose a fishing party would mind. Anglers. I'll be seeing you then. Yes, many thanks.
And what shall I do with these?
Burn them.
Right.
Tour operator.
Phoned up, yes. Weekend party. Fishing trip.
But there's no boats hobbling out of Ennal's Point now.
Oh, no, it's a Swainton boat.
Gay lady.
It's all arranged. We'll be full.
I'd like to see the hobbling boats running from the village again. Tom used to say there was more in it than lobsters. Easier to catch a visitor than a fish. Oh, there's nothing I'd like better for Billy John. If only he could make the sea his trade.
We could develop it again, Auntie Nance.
Could we?
Of course we could. I mean, this is just a start. A very useful connection with a big Midlands firm. Oh, there'll be bar, trade, refreshments. I could have doubled it if we had the place next door. Doubled it.
It's a very damp place.
Well, that's why they're selling.
Have you been in there?
No, I waited for you.
Are they expecting me in?
No?
Oh, good time to go then. I'll go myself.
Of course.
Gay lady, you said?
Yes.
Never heard of her. My husband was very keen on this place, but there was a good deal of trouble with damp, I remember.
Only a little at the beginning.
Nonsense. The people before you tried everything. It's built on a culvert and the rocks sweat, did you know? I just want to see the backyard.
Well, it's a little inconvenient now, Mrs. Gray.
If you could just show me the back. You don't get any light at all there, do you? They stick on the market, these places. And once you've got a sign up, the trade vanishes. You like it off your hands, I expect.
Are you thinking of making an offer?
Myself? I think I'll be very lucky to get rid of it by the way.
Auntie Nance! Aren't you coming back, Auntie Nance?
Not dare, you fool. Quite right. It'll go for a song.
Will you help?
Well, you want somebody in with you.
Well, if you'll extend the loan, then Jenny and I can borrow from the bank.
Somebody in with you. It's time Billy John had a change. I'd like to see him settled.
Hey, Mrs. Grail. Hey, Luke. You got my message?
Oh, yes. All fixed.
One little snag.
Snag?
A boat must.
We've been put to great inconvenience, you know. I thought you were going.
They want somebody young. I was wondering about your cousin, Billy John. Keep it in the family.
No.
Well, think about it. You ask any of these local lads, they'll want the earth. Take the cream off it.
I'll be seeing you then, yes.
Well?
Oh, what's the word? Dishy. Very dishy. I see you bought shoes as well.
Yes, you can manage shoes.
Oh, I can if they make you look like that.
No vacancies. It's just like a holiday.
That's what I promised.
Who's on the phone?
Oh, Waldo.
Is anything wrong?
Snag with a boatman. It's a weekday, you see. It's always difficult in the week.
Well, there must be somebody.
It's like everything else, the problem of finding somebody reasonable. I was wondering, just crossed my mind, Billy John.
He hates boats.
Oh, this isn't the lifeboat.
What did Nan have to say?
Oh, she was talking about him, and I think we'll extend. I'm pretty sure, actually. She agreed.
But she agreed yesterday.
And this afternoon. We'll have to humor her, I'm afraid.
What you mean?
Oh, she'll help us all she can. But, well, I've always known Billy'll have to fit in somewhere.
Do you mean to say if we buy the place next door, we'll have Billy John living there?
No, look, this is all very premature. The problem now is a boatman.
Well, you won't get him near a boat.
I wonder. A party of visitors on a jaunt? I thought, well, it crossed my mind, if it's a fine day, why don't you go with him, with them?
Have you asked him?
No, I haven't seen him, haven't mentioned it.
Then how do you know he'll go?
I don't know.
But you want me to ask him, is that it?
Look, Jen, it's a bit of an outing. I mean, don't make a thing out of it, all right? There'll be other people there.
When I'm with him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sugar. You want me to ask him, because if I ask him, he'll go.
Look, if it upsets you, just forget about it.
Does it matter how I ask him? Does it really? Is that part of the exam or not?
Look, I've said I'm sorry. I don't want either of us to say anything more that we might regret.
Why?
I don't want to enter into any conversation about the past. I mean, all that's behind us, isn't it? We promised.
But you'd still like me to ask him.
Yes. But I'm sorry if I upset you. I genuinely am.
Sam Grail was the same, you know. Exactly like Billy John. A slice of a cut loaf is never missed, he used to say.
Sam?
Many's the night the Coast Guard never knew where to find him, and when he did, it was keep your voice down, neighbours.
Over in it. Boy.
Wonderful man in the boat, mine, Sam, although I don't know what poor old Nance had to put up with. They say she even sewed up his trouser fly one day to show she was well aware of where his weakness lay. But poetry wasn't a boat. Pure poetry.
There she goes. Nice boat.
Yes?
Good day for skate.
I thought so. Storm cone. I could feel east in the wind. Now that you brought it in, I don't think I want it here.
What?
Take it into the kitchen, and then wash your hands.
I washed them before I came in here.
Well, your sons are not mine stickwads, never have been. I don't mind telling you, I've been having second thoughts about that coxswain lately. I don't think there's a place for Billy John on the boat. Dustin's against him.
Oh, no, Mrs. Grail.
Oh, I don't know. Billy John came home very quietly the other day, not his usual self. Look, there's a towel under your nose. But I'm glad to say he's gone off on a lifeboat practice today. hasn't worn his sea boots for months. But he was up like a top this morning. Hey, you're not diabetic, are you? There's a lot in your family.
I didn't know there was a practice today.
Oh, they don't tell you everything, I dare say.
All right for Sam, Major?
Great stuff, I.
He doesn't care. He never has. What he doesn't see doesn't bother him. All I am to him is like something he puts in the window.
Skipper!
Bloody clouds.
What have we got all day?
What's the problem then? I had a bite like, but he taught. Then he went slack again, but he kept taking line all the time.
Oh, yeah. Probably anglefish. And they run along the bottom, see, at an angle. Sometimes they swallows the line and then gives it up again, peaceful like.
Do y'all think we'll get scared?
Well, we'll give it a whirl here first, shall we? Help yourself to beers, boys.
Oh, great time, Skipper. Hey,
Cheers.
come on, lads.
Wanted everything to be different. With him, it never is. Never, ever.
Northwest 7 to severe gale 9. Locally, storm 10.
He said they'd be in by 4. You've got high tea prepared.
Captain Waller.
He said 4, definitely. He borrowed my watch.
Everything will be all right. Billy John, the whole deal of time.
I just told you, didn't I? He borrowed my watch.
Will you look at it? That's the point, isn't it?
Listen, why didn't you go?
Yes. Yes. Did they say where they were going?
It's the Coast Guard.
Sure. Yes, lifeboat secretary. Very well. The coxswain knows the position.
you see him, Snowy?
This Ben.
Ollie, Ben. Scarf.
I still think the scar.
No, we'll go backside first. The Coast Guard will intercept the scar.
You get no help from the radar with a boat that size, you know.
That'll make a bloody change.
Come on!
Hey, Snowy, have you come? And you two boys.
Come on!
Okay, where is it? Backside. Sure. Who is it? Billy John. Thank you. Let's go with one man. Okay, Ned, it's your shot today. Right, the first thing you can do is put the kettle on. Huh? It'll be at least an hour before we get anywhere. I think there's a change coming. Maybe the last chance you get.
Billy! Billy, what's happening?
Just run!
What are we gonna do?
Check the fenders.
Okay, Jack.
We're going. Where do they he'll go? Check there's no loose gear sculling and hang on. Rog. Close the coolers. We don't want to shoveling up any sun. Snowy, get on the sounder. Sling out when we're down to a fathom. Thanks. Here we go. What the hell does he think he's playing at?
What's he looking for?
Did he say if you had any flares on board? I've got some matches. Hey, you better put one of these on.
About 10 feet. Big deco closer in. Animal!
He probably hasn't got a radar effector, so all you'll see is a bubble from his wake if he's moving.
Don't worry. We're all eyes and stomach down here.
Venture. I didn't know. Gay lady, I thought. Waldo had her. He just said a boat.
And you didn't ask? Did you give the Coast Guard a shout? Tell him where you're going?
No.
Flares in her?
I don't know.
Suit your book, couldn't it? Her gone for good and Billy John?
No, Auntie Nance, no.
Only you left to profit, you thought.
No. No, Auntie Nance, on my life. Waldo suggested it. I can't find him.
No. He's another one that won't be found.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Coast Guard confirms vessel had no emergency light raft. Land patrol search Scar Point. Result negative.
Asks present position and intention. Over.
Wait one. What are you gonna do? All I can do is run down to where he might have drifted. If he bloody drifted. You couldn't have done more for Billy John. All his life he... Snowy, tell the Coast Guard we're working our way down to the west.
Roger. Ennal's Point, Coast Guard.
Jack! Right. Hook on land, boy. Right, get the net ready. And land the Dutch hook. These are the wrong side.
Lower down, Jack.
I'll get these in first. Get the girl after.
How many of those now, Jack? Okay, I got them. I got them. One.
Ennal's Point Coast Guard, this is Mobile Alpha. Auxiliary Coast Guard reports possible sighting of bodies in sea at Clamwyn Cove. I am proceeding to investigate.
Lifeboat reports casualties as follows. 3 male, 1 female. Repeat, 3 male, 1 female. Debris positively identified, gay lady. Auxiliary searching Clamwyn Cove, beach and bay area. Please report lark set search, all negative. Over.
bowline.
So you roped them all together to try and keep them in one place.
Bowline. That girl.
Apparently, Billy lent her his jersey, but it was hopeless.
Auntie Nance.
Venturer drowned 6 last year. Iron fastened, they said in inquest. She was that ripe, any sea she'd open and twist. Last year, they said it.
Oh, praise God, Billy's safe.
Venturer.
George, when you've done that, give the Coast Guard a buzz. Tell them the boat is rehoused and ready for service.
Right, Roger.